Hey friendos, Hannibal here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Doordash, the company. We are all in that gig econ universe, which I find funny because I was watching another video, another YouTuber, UDM, and he has a channel called the Gig Brothers or the Gig Econ Brothers. And when he was speaking, the YouTube auto-generated caption said GeekyCon instead of Gig Econ. Now I was thinking, I would love to go to a GeekyCon right now. Like I would love to go to any kind of con, especially one with geeks in it. That would sound amazing. I'm gonna use GeekyCon a lot, and even though it only have a small channel of about 60 subscribers, if you guys listening, if I yell out the word GeekyCon, you guys should know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's move on. We're gonna talk about Doordash, right? Doordash, the company. Let me ask you a question. How much profit does Doordash brings in every year? Think about it. Really think about it. How profitable is this company? That was founded in 2013 by 4 Stanford University students. 5 billion, 3 billion, maybe 1 billion. Doordash went public on the New York Stock Exchange at a valuation of $72 billion. Let me repeat that. $72 billion valuation. That's how much value that the people at the New York Stock Exchange, investors, anyone included, truly believe that this company is worth. If you thought about it, maybe you already know. Well, I'll let you know right now. Doordash has not made a profit. Not a significant profit. Not much of a profit at all. Considering the ridiculous high valuation, the largest U.S. food delivery startup has never made a profit, and many forecasters believe it will not make a profit in this year as well. Think about what I just said. The largest food delivery app company is not profitable. So I'm gonna ask you a rhetorical question but it still needs to be said out loud. Why are you, being a dasher, out trying to make your own money, care about the situation? Well, because for the simple fact that we are trying to get Doordash to be a better company. We're looking for something more than what Doordash is able to provide. It has a low base pay. We want better support. But if these things are not able to be done because of the fact that Doordash is not able to make a profit, what does that leave us? Think about it. We all want better support from Doordash. The health of Doordash, the company, is going to be our ability to sustain in the gig economy, to continue being GeekyCons. This is the reason why I wanted to bring this up. I wanted all of us to become more familiar with the business side of the company. Majority of YouTube channels aren't talking about the business side of things. They aren't talking about the internal issues. Maybe now you know why they got caught stealing tips. Think about it. It's funny, when we see their lack of ability to gain a profit, you start to see that they steal tips. Now you know Doordash was trying to do that in the first place. When you can't post a profit, you tend to do some nefarious shit. All this information is out there on the internet. Just go read Doordash and their financial situation. Check out the article on marketrealist.com. I'll put it in the description below. Doordash had a pretty decent year of 2019. They had Doordash had a revenue of $885 million in 2019. But because of the corona lockdowns, they made $2.89 billion in the year 2020. So you think, hey, that's pretty good. Made a lot of money in the peak of the pandemic, where people could not go anywhere, could not leave their house, could not do anything other than order chicken McNuggets. So you think $2.9 billion, that's a lot of money. Doordash had to pocket a lot of money during that year. However, the net losses for the fourth quarter of 2020 were also higher than the fourth quarter of 2019. The company still lost $312 million in the fourth quarter of 2020, compared to the $134 million in losses for the fourth quarter of 2019. So despite having a massive 2020, they still aren't profitable. And think about it. 2020 was probably their best year that they can ever be done because the entire country was under lockdown. How else are they able to do that again? Things are going to be opened up. People are going to be going back outside. The market basically dominance that they have may never exist again unless another disease comes. Not hopefully. So what's the problem? It seems like not enough value is created in this business to reward everyone involved. The consumers, the dashers, the restaurants, the employees, and I guess their shareholders. And come to think of it, everyone seems to be slightly pissed off at Doordash. Doordash takes a lot of money from the restaurants, pays the drivers too low, and the customers are waiting for hours for cold, unappetizing food. Most of these restaurants operate on thin margins, so they don't always benefit from the Doordash orders. To counter the Doordash 30% commission, many restaurants have started their own delivery driving systems. Doordash has to deal with ridiculous competition and food delivery. Think about it, there's Grubhub, there's Uber Eats, there's so many other other places that you can order food from. You don't need to go to Doordash all the time. Customers, restaurants, and drivers are not loyal to one service to the other. So as me, I use Uber Eats and Doordash to make my living, part of my income. Many of us, if you're trying to make money in this vice, I think most people who make the most money every week are using multiple apps. So if you're trying to be the end all and be all, and if that's what Doordash is trying to do, trying to be that very powerful company, well, if there's no brand loyalty, Doordash is basically the same as Uber Eats, the same as Grubhub, the same as Postmates, and then what's the point? There's no exclusive options at all. All these restaurants, all these places basically have the same restaurants. Most restaurants has at least 3 separate apps collecting orders. Check any kind of restaurant you walk into. They have the 3 Android tablets just bounce around picking orders from each delivery service. So how will Doordash reach profitability? Well, if I had that idea, I wouldn't be doing YouTube videos. I would be a CEO somewhere making lots of money. I have no idea. But I can tell you this, the idea of a base rate coming back to $7 is not happening anytime soon. Considering how the system of Doordash needs to fix, and I think the system of all these gig economy companies need to be fixed, because right now Doordash, along with Grubhub, along with Uber Eats, is trying to force restaurants to become a takeout delivery service restaurant. They weren't made to do that. They weren't made to make orders to come in that quickly. Many of these restaurants are made to be, you walk in, you sit down at a table, and they make the food for you, and the food is best to be eaten as soon as they finish cooking it. Putting it into these takeout containers and being sent home, even the quality of the food has been suffering. The only two restaurants or the 2 types of restaurants that do well with takeout is Chinese food and pizza. Burgers, other types of exotic, other types of food do not fare well traveling. So we have food sitting there because the base rate is $3 and dashers are not taking these orders. The food is sitting there, and then the quality of food diminishes. And on top of that, Doordash has to keep paying, because the tips are low, has to continue to pay more money to get someone to get this order and be delivered to someone. So that, in my opinion, that's probably the reason why they're not making money. First, they got to give away a lot of stuff. If you check your email, there's tons and tons of values and offers that they're giving you to take their service beyond someone else. They got to spend millions of dollars on promotions and marketing, getting celebrities, getting people to pitch their product. It doesn't seem like this is going to be the best way to profit. It seems like it's going to be a problem for a very long time. So this video is just to give you an idea of, hey, make some plans. Get in while the getting is good right now. You do not want to stick around until this ship sinks. Prepare your lifeboats now. Send some comments over. Tell me what you think about my video. Tell me what you think about DoorDash, the company, how profitable you think it will be in the future. And if you've been watching videos and you watched this entire video and you've been rocking with me for a while, the last couple of videos, hit that subscribe button and hit the share button. Anyone that is interested in and you want to be a geeky kind of like myself, hey, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.